Hey Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, Caseyleigh I am Casey, and today we're going to be doing your general reading for June. Crazy, can't believe we are halfway through this year already. So this will be for my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. If you resonate with any other placements you want to check out, that can apply here too. If you're just drawn to the title, welcome in. I hope you find something for yourself here. We are going to do a couple things, Oracle and then Tarot, but first I just want to go over a couple things. I did primarily take the spiel out of my videos, but keep in mind you might have to switch the roles. Energy is fluid, it's not linear, so this could be past, present, future for you, okay? It may not resonate right away, and if it doesn't, that's totally fine. If you guys want to book a one-on-one session with me, whether it be tarot or it is an energy healing session, you can check out the description box below. This is where you're going to find my website, how to book with me. You'll find my discounted readings for heyhe.ro down there, as well as my Instagram and my TikTok with my TikTok live schedule. So everything you need to know about me down below. And of course, if you enjoy the way that I read, you want to hang out with me some more, then please go ahead, hit the like button, leave a comment if you so choose, and of course subscribe and hit the bell notification for more. So let's get right into it. First of all, hydrate. Second of all, right as I decided that I was going to get into you guys' energy, get into this reading, the energy was, sorry if I'm sniffly and nasally, my allergies are wild right now. My car is a different color because of the pollen, but anyways, this is about you guys. The energy is intense. It's not just your average, like, what's going on in the universe. As of the past couple weeks, 3 or so weeks, I've been really picking up on timeline shifts, big energy shifts, big energy changes, really myself feeling like I need to utilize my strength and my endurance to get through a difficult period, or at least just the ending of a cycle in my life. So I feel like the energy is particularly strong. I don't feel like it's, like I said, some like classic, oh, this is what's going on in my love life, 222, although that might be a part of it. But I really felt drawn to some stronger energies with some different decks that I haven't been using in a while, so we're going to use them today. So first and foremost, we're going to use this deck here, which is the Mystical Shaman Oracle. I'm going to use this, and then we're going to get into Vice Versa Tarot, which looks like this. And I don't use this one very often, but I really felt drawn to it because the images just pack a punch. There's a lot to be left to the imagination, and they're just so vivid and beautiful. So I really feel like Mystical Shaman is the one for you right now, because the energy that I feel for you guys is transformative, regenerative. It is so strong, and like you being born anew. It's very Phoenix rising from the ashes type of energy, okay? So let's get into, I want to do this first. I feel like this is going to be kind of the theme for us. Some of them I might read from the book, because I feel like some of them I might need to read something very specific from the book for you guys. I feel like that is just like so important. So I'll leave the book out so we can read it word for word. But let's get some cards out and see like what's going on, because this feels like an energy shift. I don't usually bring out these cards unless it's something, you know, a little more dramatic, if you will. Oh, now they're showing me another deck. Crap. Ah, dang it. I still want to use this one though. They want me to use all three. No, not this one. Hold on, we gotta get the other one. We knew this side mission. Hold on. Sacred Spirit is the one they want me to use. Okay, then I got it. Any other requests, Spirit? Okay, Sacred Spirit reading cards. We're gonna get into this. Sacred Divinity. There are two paths ahead. This one just fell out on the top, like flew off the top of the deck there. Number 30, so a 3. But yeah, they're looking, it's something much more spiritual. It's not your average message, which is why I think they want me to grab some of these more spiritual decks. So let's see what we got here. So what do we have for Sagittarius today, Spirit? What's going on for my Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It feels big though. It feels very transformative, like you are transmuting something big. You're really moving on to this big cycle in your life. Whatever is coming next will really change you. I think it's really going to leave a lasting impact. It's going to be something that you, I think, really want. And if you don't know what it is, you can't think of anything right now, whatever is coming will definitely benefit you and leave a lasting impression, even if you don't know what that is and you're just kind of waiting. But I feel like you guys are pretty in tune. You're kind of known as the free spirits of the zodiac. I do feel like you guys, if you don't know exactly what it is, you can't pinpoint it, you know that there is something happening. I feel like you guys are aware and very in tune when it comes to whatever this energy shift is. So you might kind of pick up on that feeling of like, I feel like in between worlds right now. You know, you feel like you're not quite the old you, not quite the new you, which was something that I actually channeled a few months back, where this was the theme for quite a while, that people were going to be in this in-between state for like a hot minute. So let's see what we have for my Sagittarius peeps today. Hopefully my band-aid stays on. I cut my finger. So let's do one more. All right, here we go. Channel your knowledge, light codes, wow, and Kundalini rising, wow, you're kidding. Secret temptation on the bottom, being led astray. This is really wild to me. So there's a whole storyline here. So secret temptation on the bottom, being led astray, I think is really important, because I really feel like this talks about you building some sort of foundation for yourself and not being led astray by more dense energies or negative energies or people who do not have your best interest at heart. Like, I really do feel like there have been some dark energies or entities, even some weird attachments that you've had to work through. There's just been this darker like cloud of energy over you or following you that I feel like has tried many a times to lead you astray and push you onto the path that's not meant for you, to kind of pull you in with temptation, with lust, and say like, oh, look at this shiny thing over here, come look at this thing. Although it's not, I feel like, okay, this is really specific. I feel like those things that they are trying to pull you in with are things that normally would be of interest to you. There's spiritual topics, whether it be another tarot reader or be someone who does some sort of other energy healing or energy work. I feel like those people do not have the best intentions and they're trying to pull you in by those things. And not just you, just anybody. Like, I feel like it's not you that's being targeted, it's anybody who is into these things, who believes in these things, who has an interest in these things and wants to also be a light worker almost. Like, it feels like you might be maybe a little newer on the path, or you could be a little bit naive and, you know, you've maybe started to do your work over the past like maybe year or so, right? And you're a little bit new as to what things are out there, maybe what more darker forces are out there. So it's hard for you to, you know, see every single thing that comes your way and be like, nope, absolutely not. You know, so it's kind of like you're feeling your way through. And I feel like there is this temptation of these darker energies pulling you in, dressed as light work, dressed as energy work. It's dressed up and painted as this lovely picture of, I can help you and heal you and let me show you how to do this. And I feel like you've really had a time trying to comb through and pick through and be like, okay, what one of these is real? You know, who can I trust in this community or this environment? And I feel like you want to learn and you want to know all the things and you want to be well versed in these topics because it means a lot to you and it's something that is important to you. But you have to be careful about the people that you trust, the people that you put your faith into when it comes to light work. Unfortunately, when it comes to energy work or anyone who is of the light, whatever you want to call it, whatever the label is, be careful about those people that you trust, you know. Use your discernment, basically, is what this comes down to. Because I feel like there are these darker things pulling you in. And for some of you, it could just be social media. Like seeing other people on social media do these things and you're like, well, I've never heard of that. Use your discernment. Maybe you haven't heard of it because that's something someone else is like selling that person and they're not great of an individual, but use your discernment. Understand, I feel like Sagittarius, you guys can be really philosophical, right? That's something you guys are good at. You're good at learning and understanding. I feel like processing information really quickly. You have the sharp mind, you have an open mind, you are such an intellectual, and I feel like you guys have the ability to do it. So continue to do that, because I feel like that's exactly what's happening on the outside here, okay? And underneath that, I have birth of creation, right? So birth of creation here. So I feel like the reason why you might be running into these like lower vibrational entities, this is an egg. This is potential growth. This is the cosmic egg. This is like I feel like birth of you in this new body, in this new wave of energy where you've gone down this new path, and this is you're literally like giving birth metaphorically to this new part of yourself in this new area of your life. And I feel like that's why you might be attracting these people, is because of the fact that you are this bright, shiny new egg, like ready to venture out into the world and give yourself in this very selfless way. And you're ready to put everything on the line and just be authentically you and who you are. And it's like this very angelic, like authentic type of energy where you guys are just so pure and so lovely. Something about it is so lovely and so just like, I want to say it's so cute, so heartwarming. I feel like you guys have such a fun, like bright, like, I don't know, like I'm seeing like cherub angels. Like you guys just have this like beautiful air about you. And I feel like that's what draws these people or these energies towards you, is you are a light. You are this light in the darkness, and these people, it's the moth to a flame. So whatever it is that you were starting new in your life, you will always find people that try to lead you astray. Temptation everywhere, right? It may not even be obvious to you, but I feel like with this birth of creation, you are trying to do something brand new, and people are trying to get you to stop doing that. It might not even be as aggressive as, oh, there are these dark entities, attachments, whatever. It could just be there are people who do not want the best for you. So be careful who you share your dreams, your goals, your aspirations with. Because when you share it with people who do not want the best for you, their energy, just them thinking in their minds like, oh, they don't deserve that. Why did they get that and I don't? Just that energy alone can bring you down and keep you farther from your manifestation or your possible growth and creation, okay? Be very careful of that. That was a very specific message, but be careful of this, okay? Haven't even gone to the rest of the fucking cards. And then we have channel your knowledge, critical judgment, exactly what I said. Look at this. Critical judgment. Look at those eyes. This is like very light codes, which is funny because the next card is light codes. So I feel like this is something like there could be like a god or goddess or some sort of higher being that you channel messages from, and you are looking to them for guidance. And I feel like if you're not doing that, you should be doing that 100%. I do feel like the knowledge that you have about things, being open-minded, being philosophical, taking in all this knowledge, I feel like you guys, if anything, might even be like claircognizant. No, they're saying you could have the other ones, but the main thing I'm getting is like claircognizant of just knowing, right? Just having this all-knowing like sense about like, this is information that I know to be true. I feel it in my soul. I feel it in my bones. I just know it. Don't know how I know it, but I have that info. I feel like that's what this is. That info that you get when you are doing something of claircognizance, it's coming from a higher being or a higher source. So trust that feeling that you get, and if you're reaching out to any particular entity, god, goddess, whatever, this is confirmation that that person is in contact with you and they are helping you. They are communicating with you, okay? The person here is also writing, so you might want to try automatic writing, which is just where you try to channel archangels, guides, whatever. And then you have a pad of paper out and you just start kind of like doodling like while you're channeling, and then messages will come through sometimes if that's the case for you. So definitely give that a try and see if maybe that works for you, okay? And then we had light codes, travel awaits you. So for you guys, again, I think these two cards go together. Honestly, I really do. The channel your knowledge and light codes, like I said, a higher being making contact with you. And I feel like when they say travel, this is not regular travel. For some of you, it definitely could be actual travel, and that's maybe the new venture you're, setting out on. This could be you're physically traveling somewhere and maybe you need protection or you just need guidance or whatever, and this is the new life you're creating for yourself. Maybe you're going across country, maybe you're moving, I don't know, 2 cities over, 2 states over, whatever. But for a lot of you, I feel like even if the travel thing is like physical, on a separate level, you have energetic travel. Traveling to another dimension, traveling energetically to another place. I feel like you guys are maybe upgrading, you are ascending, you are, like 5D comes to mind. This is like you are elevated in your energy, and this is why, again, you will find those things that are tempting you, those people that are tempting you, those energies that are tempting you, because you are moving and transcending from one plane to another, and maybe, like I said, physically, one state to another. And it's just like decluttering your house. When you switch up your environment physically, you move to another state, whatever, whole new you, whole new experience, all new energy. You get to free yourself of these things that maybe hold you down, right? So you're removing blocks from your life, and it's helping you ascend so quickly. I feel like you guys are already really connected, and it's just up from here, honestly, okay? Very lastly, you had Kundalini rising, which is ignite your passion for life. So whatever you guys are doing with that birth and creation, that like cosmic egg card, as I like to call it, whatever you guys are doing, you guys are awakening all of your chakras. You are awakening every single one of your chakras, okay? This is like, you guys are like annihilating blocks that are in front of you. Like, they're just showing me like a wrecking ball through like a stone wall, or like a wrecking ball through like a giant brick wall. Like, you are breaking down these like 3D borders. And maybe some of you are doing this like, this like energy work on breaking generational maybe curses or generational trauma or something like that. You guys are breaking down walls and obstacles and blocks. You guys are crushing it. Whatever you are doing, keep doing it, because you're definitely on the right path. If you've ever thought to yourself, I don't know if I am, go back to that claircognizance, go back to that automatic writing, channel your knowledge, think to yourself and try to put it in perspective, in a third perspective, right? Third person. Sometimes I'll talk to myself and I'll imagine me talking to someone else. I talk to myself as if it's another person, and I'll say Casey XYZ, like I'm talking to myself as an outside source. And the knowledge that comes out of the blue, out of seemingly nowhere, because I am putting myself in third person instead, I'm taking a step back and looking at it from a completely different view. The knowledge that comes out of me, the information that comes out of me, you're like, wow, that was actually really profound. I'm like, didn't know where that came from at all, but like that definitely resonates, when you can step out of this ego, step out of the place that you're looking through your own 2 eyes, and you get to remove yourself, you can see so much clearer. Kundalini rising is, if you don't know, it basically says that there is this serpent that lies coiled around the root chakra. As you start to awaken, as you start to open your chakras, the snake uncoils, comes all the way up through all of your chakras, all the way to the crown, right? So root, all the way up to the crown, it opens all of them. That's why all of these here on this person, they're all like a flame, they're all on fire. You are ignited and open and ready to receive. It's so beautiful. I'm obsessed with this. And then on top of that, the fact that all of these are like on fire up this person's like spine and all the way down to the forehead here, it makes me think that you are opening up your third eye is coming through so strong, okay? And then also, as an ascension symptom, there we go, I'm getting ahead of myself, you can get like your scalp will become like tingly. This is kind of when your crown chakra becomes activated, right? So you might feel like tingles along your scalp, you might be like more itchy than normal. I feel like you guys are just maybe, again, like I said, just like irritated your skin wise. You might feel like pins and needles almost, but like on your scalp, right? That's what I feel like is coming through for you guys. This Kundalini rising is beautiful. You guys are opening up. Ignite your passion for life. You're on the right path. You're being guided in the right direction. Whatever it is, do not stop doing what you're doing, okay? Wow, that was so crazy. I feel like I don't even need the mystical shaman, honestly. I'm just gonna like go into tarot, because that was crazy. That was so crazy. Okay. wow, like right as I thought like we were good too, and in Spirit's like, actually grab this other deck. I'm like, okay. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, you know? All right, so vice versa tarot here. We're gonna get some information as to what is going on for you guys. These have images on both sides, so I feel like we're supposed to do it this way. So we're just gonna go with it, right? So what do we have for my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising? What do we have for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, please. What do we have for Sagittarius? Whoops. Sun, Moon, Rising. Get in there. These cards are so hard to shuffle. These don't bend very well, so. If you have never tried to connect with archangels or your guardian angels or anything like that, highly recommend, because I'm hearing that super strongly, is they're like asking you to connect with them. They're asking you to call out to them and communicate. They're asking you to speak with them and create a relationship with them. Especially as you are, you know, starting whatever this new journey is in your life. They're asking you either to do that or to do it more than you already are. Definitely could be like during meditation or something, but they're really asking you to open up and to be more active with them, for sure. Okay, what do we got? Wow, 10 of Swords. This is crazy. Okay, so 10 of Swords here. Wow. And this is the Star card reversed. So really, whatever state that you have been in, I'm like destroying my band-aids falling off. Whatever state that you've been in here with this 10 of Swords, right? I hope you guys can see that. Might be a little bit of a glare. Has been on your mind for so long. And I feel like whatever it is that you are moving towards, you are truly, it reminds me of the Judgment card. You're freeing yourself. You're liberated. You are truly removing such a burden and so much stress from your life. Like I said, if you don't know exactly what this thing is and you don't have anything that like sticks out right away in your mind, keep an open mind and keep yourself open and flexible, right? Because you might think like, okay, this is a place that I'm going, but realistically that's not the place you're going whatsoever frickin' ever, right? It might be like, oh, that's totally different than the place I thought I was gonna end up, right? So 10 of Swords for me, this is a lot of air energy. The Swords is air energy, so you guys are really like, this is something that was stressing you out, really on your mind. This is like, you're dead here. Like, it's overkill, okay? Like, stressing hard. You don't need 10 swords to fucking kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stab once or twice, that's enough damage. But 10 swords in a person's body is like, you're overkill on this. You're thinking so much, it is crippling, okay? So, take it easy, right? Take it easy. And then you have the Star card in reverse here. So what this says to me is that there's something here that you might need balance on. This is Aquarius energy too, by the way. You might have that in your chart or be dealing with someone with Aquarius. But this almost says to me that, you know, you may have been so caught up in something that you didn't see something else growing behind you. You didn't see the whole time that something else was growing while you were focused on what was, you know, in one direction. Because I read these intuitively, and as she's kind of concentrating on this bigger issue here in front of her, right? She's focusing on this person or this higher being here in the sky, and there's this rose growing behind her. So it's almost like while she's busy looking one way, something else is growing, that rose in the background. So I feel like while you were freaking out, worrying about whatever is going on with this, there was something beautiful, that rose growing there in the background for you. And you would have had no fucking idea that that was growing and building and evolving that entire time, okay? So let's move on now. Let's see, what else do we have from my Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, please, for June. Okay, so Knight of Swords is the very first card here. I am going to get some other cards before I start, diving into that, because I feel like that could go one of two ways, okay? I feel like you may have hit some setbacks initially to whatever this new area of your life is, okay? May have gone through some stress or shadow work or something that kind of maybe set you back, put you back, or just created like a block in front of you. Because like I said, I was seeing that wrecking ball go through a wall. So I feel like you were like, enough is enough. But let's see what else we got here. What else do we have for Sagittarius, please? Whoa, that's like half the deck that just fell. What else do we have for Sagittarius, please, Spirit? Wow, it's hard to get some cards out for you today, huh? What else do we have for Sagittarius? Whoops, almost. This is so weird. You don't got anything out. What is going on? Okay, let's see what we got. All right, so we got Temperance here, I believe. Is this Temperance? It looks like Strength. This is Temperance. There we go. I had to take a look for a second. I was like, because it has a lion on the back here, so I was like, I'm not sure. So Temperance, Sagittarius energy, that would be you guys here, okay? So, that's so weird. Okay, and then we have Two of Wands here in reverse. So intuitively, this is how I feel. I feel like this is a repeating message kind of from the Sacred Spirit reading cards, because this Knight of Swords and the Temperance cards together, with these aspecting each other, it feels again like a temptation, but you trying to stay on the right path and do what's best for you, or trying to stay away from these things. Because the Knight of Swords can be a really kind of like chaotic energy. Keep in mind, Mercury retrograde right now as I am recording this. So this could be bad news, obstacles. This could be gossipy, like people communicating poorly, or maybe people not supporting you, and like I said, not having the best intentions for you, and their energy bringing you down or pushing you farther away from your goal and your path. Because Temperance here is an energy of balance. It's an energy about patience and waiting. It's an energy about joining almost like two forces together, right? So it really talks about duality for me. Because when we temper something in cooking, I say this all the time, you're taking something that is cold, adding a little bit hot, and you're bringing it slowly up to temp. You're not just going to dump everything that's hot in there, because then it's not going to work, especially because we usually temper eggs. So it's not going to work if you just dump two opposing things into each other and just hope for the best, right? This is going to have to be something that it takes time and patience, it takes dedication, and I feel like you've been just chugging along, staying on your path, doing the thing that is meant for you. And this energy of the Knight of Swords, because look how dark it is. It's like, that's the dark cloud I was saying that I felt like was like over you or above you. And I feel like this is you just trying to like tunnel vision, like keep your sights set on exactly what you want in front of you, whether it's the place you think you're going to end up or not. You're just keeping your sights set on what's in front of you, not paying attention to these darker energies. That's what I feel like this is, like I said, because then you have these earlier energies, right? 10 of Swords and that Star card. This is kind of like the other part of you where you're kind of keeping it all together on the outside, but there's a lot going on maybe inside, right? And while you're focusing on these things and just trying to keep your path, there's something growing behind you. So it's like you don't know that those things are happening because you're so focused on this, which is kind of like a blessing in disguise, to be completely honest. My band-aid's falling off. And then we have Two of Wands, which is technically in reverse, but I don't feel like this is in reverse this way, to be honest with you. I don't. This way I almost see as him looking out at this beautiful like setting sun and being like, I'm here in this moment. So you might feel like maybe if there was a setback or there were people not exactly on your side, you had to be okay with taking a step back, being in the moment, taking a look around, reassessing. And I feel like that's maybe what you were doing. And whether it was because of the influence of other people or not, again, Two of Wands in reverse is technically like this standstill, fork in the road, right? So this is kind of like two cards that really talk to me about like having patience when it comes down to making the right choice, following the right path. You have to take your time and be selective about what you're doing, okay? Let's see what else we got here. Wow, so you have Six of Wands, which is success. So again, I think you've successfully thwarted these people or energies, and whatever it is that you are creating or doing in your life, you're well on your way. You're doing great, okay? Oh, wow, look at this. You have the Empress, but you have it in reverse. So this for me kind of said this, and this falls under Temperance as well. This could be Taurus or Libra energy. This falls under Temperance. And the fact that it is in reverse for me is kind of like, you know, you may have had to deal with some setbacks regarding your divine feminine, your feminine energy, where it might be like, you know, I want to do, go, take action on these things, because you probably didn't want to be in that Ten of Swords energy, right? You didn't want to be here in this overkill energy, just like, drowning in your own mind. So maybe you tried to push through that energy of like, you know, I don't really want to deal with this. I just kind of want to flee. I want to go. I want to move. I want to just get this going. But there's a lot of energy here that I feel was like pulling you back and being like, wait, no, listen, because if you're going to birth this creation, if you're going to birth this new thing into your life, metaphorically speaking, you are going to need to take your time. You know, we don't want to half-ass it. We want it to be full and bright, beautiful, like luscious. You know what I'm saying? You want it to be great from the get-go. You don't want to half-ass this. Sometimes with this Empress in reverse, you can also have problems with a mother figure or some sort of other feminine, motherly figure in your life, right? It may not be your feminine energy. Maybe you're like, no, I can receive just fine. I have no problem taking my time and moving back when I need to. But maybe someone else in your life doesn't feel that way. Maybe you have a mom figure in your life and you're physically moving and she's like, no, I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to move. I want you to be around me. You know, like, you're my baby. I don't want you to leave. So it could be like a motherly figure here where you're trying to balance both sides in that way with a Temperance energy, where you're balancing maybe your own masculine and feminine energies, but also you're balancing what you want to do and pleasing maybe your mom that you're very close with, or a motherly feminine figure that you just don't want to disappoint. So it could go either way, because I kind of pick up a little bit of both, okay? And then you have the Fool in reverse. So exactly, this is what I feel like. There's a lot of energy of kind of like being sure that you're good doing what you're about to do, right? This is like, I want to be sure, I want to make the right decision, and I want to go for it, being absolutely confident that this is what I want to do, this is right for me, and I'm ready for it. Like, you want it. You don't want to do it because someone else told you to do it. You want to be thoroughly involved in this, ready to go. You want to be a willing participant. So I feel like you took a lot of time to assess the situation, right? And then you get the timeline shift. You're ready to move. You're ready to push forward onto whatever this new thing is with that cosmic egg, right? So I feel like you've successfully triumphed over all of the dark things, and it's like, so much greatness is now waiting for you. And I think you've just decided to move forward. The people who are not meant to be there just will not be there. It is what it is. This is a new cycle for you to grow and to evolve and transform, right? You are a whole new being when you enter into this new cycle, and that's how you want it to be. So I feel like you guys are really moving into something great, whether or not you know exactly what it is off the top of your head. Like I said, keep your mind open, stay flexible mentally, but you guys have done a lot of thinking and a lot of weighing the odds here. And with the Fool energy, which by the way is Aries or Aquarius, this can be energy of, I'm hesitant to take the next step, I'm afraid to take that risk. But I think after all of this time making sure you're doing the right thing and wondering and thinking on it about what if it goes poorly, or what if it goes like this, or what if it doesn't end up blah blah blah, you guys are done doing that. It's overkill. Like I said, 10 swords, you don't need 10 swords to kill somebody. It's too much. It's like, really, all right, relax. Like, you killed me the first 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you've done that. This is long overdue. So whatever it is that you are doing, keep going. Do what makes you fucking happy, I'm here for it. I'm here for this energy. I'm going to stay right here. I'm not going to go into depth anymore because this video is getting kind of long. But I love you guys so much. And thank you so much for the honor to read for you. Appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said in the beginning, everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. How to book, all that good stuff. And then also, if you want to hang out with me more, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification for more. So that way you can keep up with me and all my upcoming videos. Love you guys so much. Mwah! I will see you guys next time. Bye.